Artificial intelligence may lead to disaster, and cancer risk warnings on alcohol labels. Today, I read an interesting article on FoxNews.com written by Elizabeth Stanton titled Shazam star Zachary Levi compares AI to biblical disaster. The author of this article referenced Zachary Levi as saying, in T-minus 2 years from now, good luck finding any job because the studios will have a technology it's already basically here. He went on to provide an example of how studios could use AI. He said audiences could generate their own movies. He gave an example of how someone with an HBO Max subscription could get a creator sandbox to create their own movies. You could type in anything that's a Warner Brothers asset, and then it will make a movie for you that will look indiscernible from something that is human-made. He said it will look real life. Here are my thoughts. A friend of mine today was showing me these relaxing room videos on YouTube that he watches throughout the day. They were generated by AI, but they look pretty realistic. I was impressed by the detail in some of these videos. I can't imagine what these could look like a few years from now. It's sad to think about talented actors losing work because of AI-generated humans. I could see it happen though. Sometimes Hollywood goes overboard with special effects. I watched one of the newer Incredible Hulk movies, and I really didn't care for it. Then I watched the pilot episode of the original Incredible Hulk series that came out in 1977. As I watched that old episode, there were a lot of things that I noticed. For one, there was more character development. There was more of a storyline, and the writers took their time to develop that storyline and make it as believable as possible. I really thought it was still an outstanding episode, even 48 years after it came out. I'm sure some modern audiences would be bored with it because some people have shorter attention spans now and need fast-paced action, special effects, and constant jump cuts to maintain their attention. We have amazing AI tools, but that doesn't guarantee good movies. Maybe there will be movies that will hold the attention of audiences, but I'm sure other people will miss the old days. Getting back to the article, the author referenced Zachary Levi again. He said, and I'll quote, "I don't want to be a doomsdayer, but I cannot stress this enough. Please wake up to AI. Please wake up to it. It is not, oh, that's fun, or some passing fad or whatever. It is going to replace so many jobs, and it's going to happen way faster than you think it's going to happen." Here are my thoughts. I am sure AI will replace jobs, but it will also create new jobs. The problem is, some people who lose their jobs because of AI may not have the high-tech skills for the jobs created because of AI. Now, I read some of the comments beneath this article, and I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, "Just because we can doesn't mean we should. AI will be the downfall of many. While social media has some benefits, it emboldens people to be mean and disrespectful, break with reality, become addicted, and become screen zombies. AI will further fraud, dangerous situations, and a continued break with reality. Again, just because we can doesn't mean we should." Another commenter said, "The difference between human and computer-generated media is discernible. Take Tom Hanks' new movie, Here, showing his younger AI-generated self. Just happened to watch Joe versus the Volcano featuring a real young Tom Hanks. The real Tom and the AI Tom definitely look different. AI can never replace authentic, real human beings. A real human being knows the perfect version is not real." The next commenter said, "Actors will need to return to live stage theater to stay employed." The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, "Sorry, but I don't see this as a bad thing. Most of the stuff out there is garbage anyway. It will make actors up their acting game, and unfortunately, they probably won't be worth hundreds of millions of dollars anymore." Well, my friends, These commenters always have interesting things to say. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read another interesting article today. This one was on CNBC.com, written by Christian Burt, titled, Health and Science U.S. Surgeon General Calls for Cancer Risk Warnings on Alcohol Labels. According to the author, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a new advisory warning Friday about the link between alcohol consumption and increased cancer risk and pushed for policy changes to help reduce the number of alcohol-related cancers. The U.S. Surgeon General said there is a well-established link between drinking alcohol and at least 7 types of cancer, including breast, colorectal, esophagus, and liver. Here are my thoughts. I'm sure this is terrible news for companies that sell alcohol products. I have to wonder how well warning labels will work though. For example, many people today don't pay attention to the fine print on anything. People install a new app on their phone and just agree to the terms without even reading them. There are some people who love alcohol, and it is part of their daily or weekly routine. It is what they consume when socializing with their friends, coworkers, or family members. Many won't give it up just because of a warning label. It's like cigarettes. There are warning labels, and people still buy them. Many will go into credit card debt just to purchase cigarettes. In an ideal world, warning labels would help. People would reduce or stop using products that could be harmful to them. Maybe it will happen. It's really anyone's guess. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Here's another interesting story. I read this on Yahoo Finance, put out by Go Banking Rates, and written by Catherine Collins, titled, Tony Robbins, Here's How to Become Rich No Matter What Your Salary Is. The author of this article referenced Tony Robbins. He suggested people be consistent and save 20% each year. He also said to be aware of your finances. Lastly, he said work on limiting beliefs. He said 20% of the money game is mechanics, while 80% is psychology. He said some people self-sabotage or believe they can't learn to manage money. Here are my thoughts. I agree with the fact that people should be consistent. If people can get comfortable with having the money taken out of their check before they see it, they can often learn to adjust their lifestyle accordingly. Time goes by pretty quickly. Before you know it, you could have a massive pile of money stashed away. It's possible you could benefit from compound returns depending on the investments. I also believe people come up with excuses, such as believing they can't learn to manage money. Some people are simply unwilling to change their lifestyle. At times, it isn't fun. I'm not saying this is always the case. Some people have constraints we can't even imagine. I thought this was a good article. I encourage you to read it in full, including the part about a man who worked at UPS and saved 20% of his income and ended up with $70 million. Links to all of the articles that I discuss are in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.